Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at how the Int Super Strike Android 16 unit does in the Epic Gods of Destruction event. So obviously you kind of need to run an Android Cell Saga team to get this guy to do a good job. In these kind of events, remember, he has a high chance of guarding as long as all allies in a turn are Android Cell Saga units. Now of course that poses a problem when you're facing one enemy, because if you don't have a full Android Cell Saga team, then you're not going to really get the same level of defensive power as you would from Android 16 if he was facing 3 or more enemies. So it is obviously something that you do need to be entirely aware of. It doesn't make him bad in any way, shape or form. It just kind of excludes him from stages where you're not really able to guarantee all of those Android Cell Saga category units. But right off the bat here we can see him defend perfectly with no item. That's the guard coming in once his guard activates. Remember, he has a 60% damage reduction when guard activates, so he's pretty strong. It's a very, very powerful ability. To have 60% guard is no joke, and it's a very, very strong ability to have. And yeah, honestly speaking, he's really, really good. I like, his whole build. I like his whole design, and just right off the bat there, the fact that he can tank with no item in the Guard to Destruction event is very impressive for a free-to-play unit. Yes, there are going to be times where the guard does not proc, and you're not going to be able to change that. It's an RNG based thing. Sometimes he's going to look fantastic, other times it's not going to activate and he's not going to look nearly as good. You can't really change all of these things, like you can't guarantee that. That's what makes units like Gohan so impressive as units, is essentially that ability for them to guarantee their guard ability. But what it does do is it makes him a somewhat reliable tank, and you can see that right off the bat. We can trust him to take a turn, and with an item active he'll be very good. Now Heles is a great event to run him in because of the fact that she's always changing type, so units with guard are incredibly useful in this stage, because obviously they can really help with her type changing, with the fact that she might have type advantage. And so yeah, he looks very, very solid in this kind of event. Obviously, we'd like to optimally run him in other events. We'd love to run him in the Gods of Destruction event, where you can have him facing a tech type unit, and you can actually do that because he gains his 60% damage reduction when his guard is active. You can actually run him in any event where he's facing a tech type enemy, because of the fact that his guard will always be active as he'll always have type advantage. That essentially means his 60% damage reduction will always kick in. So he is a fantastic tank for the most part in pretty much any event where you are going to only face tech type units. So very, very strong unit from that perspective. Very strong unit in general. I honestly really, really like what he has in his kit. I think it's exceptional. I think it's very good. I think he's a really, really solid unit, and I think the way they've designed him is especially good. Yes, he's limited, but the Android Cell Saga team, like I've mentioned a couple times, can cover a lot of his categories. A lot of the teams he's on, there's plenty of Android Cell Saga unit options to run him with. The only downside to Android 16 is his link set. His link set obviously leaves a little bit to be desired. Android 16 units do not have the world's sexiest link set. They have Gentleman, they've got Android Assault, which are decent links, but not necessarily the absolute greatest. So here we're facing a strength type unit. Next turn we're going to have Android 16 pop out, and yeah, just overall he's looking really good. I really like Android 16. I think he's an incredibly solid unit, and I think anyone who's got him or is using him is going to see a very exceptional tank that they can use to help run all of their events. You know, any event you can use him and get his guard active, or use him and have Android Cell Saga units in that team, you're gonna see a really crazy unit. So yeah, he's awesome, and I really dig him. I think he's great. So from me, I think he's awesome. Obviously we covered him in the review. If you are wondering if you should invest in him, he's definitely worth it, even just for the events that he can run. The limited ones are going to help you out. He is an extreme int type, so he's also nice coverage for the extreme int team, and he can link somewhat decently with the int LR Cell. They don't share a lot of links or anything like that, but they both have gentlemen, so I mean, hey, yeah, it's good enough for me. So yeah, I really like Android 16, and yeah, I think he's awesome. So if you are interested, or you are looking at a unit to kind of help you out, or you need a tank, he's going to be really solid. Now we are going to see him here without his guard activating, and you're going to see that he does take a crap ton of damage. So yes, there is a risk that the guard won't activate, and if the guard does not activate, he is going to take substantially more damage than he would if it does activate, and that is just something you have to deal with. It's not really something you can work past, but I think we saw a lot from him, and he looks really solid. So that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about Android 16. Do you think he's any good? Do you use him? Have you used him in any events? And yeah, but that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and bye.